Welcome back to another banger. Today we're going to talk about the top 5 problems that you should expect to have if you purchase a G35. Now, I've had this car for about 8 years already. So I have this car for about 8 years already, and during these 8 years, these are the problems that have occurred to me. And hopefully this could help you guys out if you guys are in the market for a G35 or currently have one. Maybe you should expect these issues with yours. If not, then you guys got a gem and you should take care of it, because these cars do have their issues, but they're not that big of a concern. Once you're on top of everything, these cars are super reliable. Like I said, I've owned this car for about 8 years already. Original motor, no problems with the engine, as long as you keep up with the maintenance. It currently has about 170,000 miles, and it still runs good. It pulls strong and everything, so it's really reliable. But these are the things that you should look out for if you're in the market for a G35, coupe, sedan, doesn't matter. Yeah, all right, let's get started. So issue number 1 is gonna be the camshaft position sensors. There's 2 of them on this VQ35, but they're not that hard to get to, and they're not that expensive to replace. We have one on top over here. Can't really see it, but it's like right down here in the bottom. That's one, and then the other one is underneath the car, like on the bottom of the engine. So both sensors are not hard to replace and also not that expensive to replace. So if you guys have a G35, expect those to go bad. And once one of them goes bad, the other one is bound to go bad. That happened to me already twice. So the top sensor went bad, and then not even a week later, the bottom sensor went bad. But once I replaced those two, I haven't had any issues. Recently, one of them went bad again, the top one. I just replaced that one, and the bottom one's still good. But that's issue number 1, is the camshaft position sensor. Now you guys got to remember, this car is a 2005, so it's not a new car. It's a 20-year-old car, so you could expect some issues with it. But from what I've experienced, that's one of the most common things that happens to the G35s. Some of the symptoms you may experience when you have a bad camshaft position sensor is rough starts, random stalling, and running rough. All these indicate that you have a bad position sensor, but you can make sure by using your scanner tool, scanning your car, and it should give you a code. Well, in the beginning, I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a starter or my battery or something, but I scanned the car. Turns out it was my camshaft position sensor. Once I replaced this, the car ran amazing. No issues with that after. Well worth the time and money spent. Issue number 2. All right, I know some of you may not experience this, but you guys got to remember, it's a 20-year-old car. And one of the issues I had when I just bought the car actually was the radiator. So these radiators are made out of plastic, and over the time they get brittle and tend to crack. Mine cracked from the top area right here, started cracking and leaking and stuff, but luckily I got it fixed right away. It wasn't that expensive, and it wasn't that hard to do either. So that's issue number 2. Like I said, all these parts are not expensive, and they're not hard to do and fix. So it's not really like a huge deal, but that is something to look out for when purchasing a G35. Issue number 3 is gonna be the window motors. So the G35s and the 350Zs all have this issue with the window motors going out randomly. So I've replaced mine, the driver's side and the passenger side, I've already replaced them because they both went out on me. And that's a common thing for these G35s and 350Zs. But the good thing is that there's plenty of videos on YouTube to show you how to replace that window motor. It's not that hard to do. And also the window motor is not that expensive. You could order it online or go to the auto store and they'll have it there too. So yeah, the window motors tend to go out on these G35s and also the 350Zs, because I've had friends that have 350Zs and they've had that issue too. So it's more of a issue for both cars. Not hard to do and also not expensive to fix. And also sometimes this window motor starts like acting up, like randomly goes halfways and then it stops, and those are like big signs that your window motor is about to go out. You should also check your window motor screws, because sometimes they get loose with vibrations and stuff. So if you see your window acting up, the first thing you should do is take this door card off and then get to the window motor and see if the screws are screwed on all the way tight, because sometimes they get loose and then you think that your window motor is out, but it's actually not out. It's actually your window motor is separated from the mechanism that makes the window go up and down. So yeah, always check that before you order your window motor, or else you're just gonna end up buying a window motor for no reason, and all you needed to do was tighten up the screws from the back. But yeah, and if you guys want me to do a video on how to replace a window motor on the G35, just let me know in the comments and I'll do that for you. All right, thanks. Issue number 4 is gonna be the gas gauge. As you guys could see, right now it's reading above half a tank. That is correct. But once it starts going under half a tank, it just starts going off. It doesn't read the gas correctly. It says I have gas and then I don't have gas. So yeah, it's common for the G35s for the gas gauge to go bad. So I always just top it off, have a full tank. Once it starts getting a little bit under half a tank, and that's when I know I have to put gas on it. And also, as you guys could see, I have 178,000 miles on this car. I got it with 110,000 miles, and over the course of 8 years of owning this car, that's how many miles I've put onto it. And it's been great and reliable for me. I haven't had major issues. The engine's the original engine. Haven't had to replace any of that. The car runs good. Like I said, if you keep up with your maintenance and you don't abuse your car, this car should be good. I mean, you could abuse it, but you know, just don't overdo it. And yeah, that's a really common issue with these cars, the gas gauge going off and just starts reading bad. On mine, luckily, if it has a full tank, it'll read it, and once it goes under half a tank, it'll just start not working right. So that's one thing to look out for if you're planning on purchasing a G35. Just look out for that. This funny story happened to me when I just bought this car. Actually, when I purchased the car, I was driving home. It said I had like a little bit under half a tank, and as I was driving on the freeway, the car just shut off on me, right? And I was like, great, I just bought this car and it's already broken. So I was on the side of the road for a bit, and I called the owner, and me and him were going back and forth. And then I asked him if he had any issues at all before. He said no, but I don't know. I kind of felt like the gas gauge was not reading right, because the car felt like it was like losing power. So yeah, I ended up getting some gas, putting it on the car, started right up. So yeah, that was like the first issue I ever had on this car, was the gas gauge not reading right. So remember, guys, if you ever purchase a G35, make sure to pump gas before you take it home. I mean, I should have done that before I went home, but I was just too excited. I had to go into work, so and it looked like I had like a little bit under half a tank, and I wasn't expecting it to like totally run out of gas. But yeah, that's one issue I ran into when I purchased my G35. Issue number 5. All right, guys, so issue number 5 has to do with the interior of the car. So this issue, I actually didn't even have it until recently, but since I've owned the car for a while now, and I've seen a lot of people complain about it, and I was never complaining about it until it actually happened to me. So this is what happened to me right there. As you guys could see, I have a crack on my dash. That is so sad to see. I had this dash so minty and clean, and just, I mean, I cover it with the sun cover, so I wasn't expecting it to crack. But I guess that a lot of G35 owners have the same issue, their dash cracking on them. Unfortunately, that happened to me too. So before, I'll be like, that's not true, you know, my dash ain't cracked, there's nothing wrong with it. But recently, when I was wrapping my car, I actually noticed that it actually cracked on me. So I guess it's more common to have a cracked dash, and if you have a G35, just know that it's bound to crack. So I'm actually planning on ordering this dash cover. I'm gonna go ahead and link up with this company that does the VIP style headrest that I have on my G. You guys could see, fresh carbon fiber. I'm actually linking up with them to see if they could make me a custom dashboard, like diamond stitch dashboard. That would be amazing, and it would make the whole dash look better than having that gigantic crack right there. But yeah, I mean, it's an issue for me because I'm really picky with my car, and if I see things like that, it just bothers me a lot. But if you're not that picky about your interior, then you know, probably this is not even an issue for you. But for me, it's an issue and it bugs me. But eventually I'll get it fixed. It's nothing major that you're gonna be like, oh, I don't want to buy this car no more because it has a cracked dash. But that's just something to expect if you buy a G35. And if you have a non-cracked dash, take care of it, because it's bound to crack if you don't take care of it. Just remember to put that armor all on, you know, keep it covered, show it some love, or else this is gonna happen to you. This is what happened when I was wrapping my car. I wasn't moving my car for a while, and as you guys could see, it started to crack right there, right here. Just pisses me off to see that, but it's not that bad. As like I said, I'm gonna get a little cover for it. It should make the interior look a lot better. And that's the last thing I have to say about the G. Other than that, this car is super reliable, super fun to drive. There's a ton of aftermarket parts for these cars, so you could customize it the way you want it to and make it stand out, be unique, be yourself, make it how you want it to be. Alrighty, fam, so this concludes this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys have any similar issues with your G35, or if you guys have issues that I did not name, write it down in the comments. Also, if you guys want me to do a video replacing the window motor on this car, let me know in the comments also, and I'll be glad to do a video for you. Share your comments on other issues that you guys as G35 owners have experienced also in the comments, so we could help each other out. I hope all you guys are having a blessed day. Thank you for watching. Till next time, peace.